Okay, so for chapter 7 on the HL review, I'm going to do number 4. And number 4 has this graph here, and then it's asking us to find the constants A, B, C, and T in this form. So we don't have to actually integrate it, but like find the constants when you put it in the form of performing the integration. So right here, as you can see that there's this absolute value function and then there's a parabola. So in order to find the vertex of this parabola, we can use the 0 of the absolute value, the x-coordinate of the 0 right here, and use that as the x-coordinate of the vertex because it's going to be the same. And we can't find the vertex using the equation of the parabola because it's not given, but the equation of the absolute value is given, so that's why we're using that to find the parabola. And the vertex will help us to find the equation of the parabola because 1 point is already given, but we need 2 points. Okay, so now onto the math. So we know that this is the equation that they give us for the absolute value graph. And so you take this and set it equal to 0 because that's where the x-coordinates are the same for the absolute value and the vertex of the parabola. So when you set equal to 0, because that's the root, you get that x is equal to 2. So that's the same x value as the parabola right here. So, and we see that the y-coordinate is -3. So that's why the vertex of the parabola is going to be 2, -3. And this is the equation of a parabola with hk being the coordinates of the vertex. So you can plug in 2 and -3 for h and then for k. And then you also are given a point here, 0, 3, where the parabola also intersects. So you can use that point and plug it in to the equation that already has h and k to find a. So then when you plug 0 and 2, you can simplify, you get 3 minus 4a minus 3, and then when you solve, you get a is equal to 3/2. So now you have a and you have hk. So now you can plug in a. So the equation of the parabola will be this. Y is equal to 3/2 times x minus 2 squared minus 3. And then if you simplify that, you're going to get 3/2 x squared minus 6x plus 3. And so now that we have the equation of this parabola, and we have the equation of the absolute value graph, you can take and since the absolute value graph here is on the top, you include that one first, and then you include the equation of the parabola. So then you plug in the equation of the absolute value. And since it is the absolute value, you take the opposite sign, so 3 minus 3/2 x instead of the original equation being 3/2 x minus 3. And then you subtract that from the equation of the parabola that we just found, dx. And then remember, we don't have to integrate it, it's just asking us for the constants in this form. So all you have to do is just simplify the integration. So this is what we get, and it's in the same form as what the question's asking us to put it in. So now you can just match it up, and so a is -3. B is going to be 9, and there is no constant, so C is 0. And then here we see that the boundaries are 2, 0. So T is 2. And that's the answer for number 4.